And let's look at the exercise that I created. And please feel free to interrupt and ask me questions in case you are stuck, okay? So if your partner sitting north opens the bidding with one spade and east passes, and now you're responding. Again, we are playing 2/1, not standard system. What would be the proper response with this hand? And before you guys answer, I'm gonna now try to launch a poll and see if you guys can tell me. Hold on 1 second. Stop sharing. Let's try one more time. Relaunch the poll. Okay. Can you guys try to put the answer for me? You guys remember that first hand?
Select an answer. Oh, where is it?
Okay.
Oh.
If it's too difficult, okay, I will end the poll for a moment. Don't worry with that then. Okay, so if partner opens the bidding with one spade and you're responding, what would be the right answer?
Two diamonds.
Two diamonds.
Two diamonds. Why 2 diamonds and not 2 hearts? We have to remember that in standard and 2/1, if you bid 2 hearts, you must have always 5 card suit, yes? And we don't, but we have enough strength for game, so we are allowed to be bidding 2 diamonds, promising 12 plus points, and minor could be usually 4 card suit or longer. And the
Can I
next,
ask a question?
yes, Sheila?
I'm sorry. You said 12 plus points. I thought you needed 13 high cards.
If it's
Do you
good,
only need 12 high cards?
I usually do 12. Some people say 13. If it's good 12, I do it with 12, okay? But usually, Sheila, you write 13. It's sometimes good. It's good, okay? So 13 for sure. 12 is the debatable. Okay, on the next hand, one spade pass, and now you're responding.
Oh.
Oh. No trump. Okay, so the right answer on this hand is 1 no trump. On the next hand, one spade pass. And I'm responding. When I'm playing 2/1, I always have to ask myself, do I have enough strength for game? And the answer is yes. So if I have enough strength for game, now I can introduce my own suit on level 2. So with this hand, I'm allowed to be bidding 2 hearts. Now, even that I have fit in spades, do not jump to 4 spades. You can always end up playing in 4 spades later. So with this hand, if your partner opens 1 spade, first bid 2 hearts, which is a forcing bid and forcing to game, playing 2/1. Partner now, it's not allowed to pass you, yes? So we bid the 2 hearts, and that it's promising good 12 plus points and 5 card suit. Okay? On hand number 4, if the auction went 1 spade, pass, bid 2 spades, because I do have support for spades, yes. So 1 spade pass 2 spade, it's the right answer, because I have support for spades and 6 to 9 points. This is the number 1 answer, okay? So 1 spade, 2 spades, 6 to 9 points. Are we good? Okay, problem number 5. 1 club pass, and now you guys the responder. And now with this hand, I'm saying, okay, there is never gonna be 2/1 on level 2 over a club. And why? Because number 1 rule in 2/1, 2/1, it's always done without jumping, yes? So if we jump to level 2, it's not any longer 2/1. Second rule is there's never 2/1 if it's competitive auction. Number 3rd rule is never 2/1 if you already passed. So in here, your partner opened the bidding with 1 club. If opponent pass, you must bid now 1 spade, okay? That is the right answer. So don't fall in love and saying, I have such a good hand. I need to tell my partner my spades and my points right away. Don't. Just bid first one spade. And your partner will know that you have 6 or more points. Later, you will have a chance to tell partner more about your hand. So over a club, bid one spade. Here you had support, so you could be bidding 2 spades. Example number 3, 1 spade, you have 5 card suit and enough points for game. You could bid 2 hearts, yes? In here, 1 spade, we could not be bidding hearts because we didn't have 5 card suit, so we had to be bidding diamonds. And problem number 2, you could not be bidding 2 hearts or 2 diamonds because that would promise 12 or more points. Thumbs up? Okay, so now problem number 6. If the auction went 1 spade, 2 clubs by opponent, there is no more 2 over 1. So with this hand, you allowed to be bidding 2 hearts, okay? And 2 hearts will promise 5 hearts and 10 or more points, okay? And now there is no way of telling partner if you have 6 or 7, but you had to have 5. If I had only 4 hearts, what bid I could be making if I have the same amount of points, but with only 4 card heart suit?
Double.
Double. That bid is called negative double. It's showing the other major. But in here, since I can bid my major because I have 5 card heart suit and I have the right requirements in points, I can now be bidding 2 hearts. Okay? Are we good? Okay. Problem number 7. The auction starts. You only had 10 points, so you originally pass. It doesn't pass the rule of 20, so do not open with this hand. West passed, and now your partner in the 3rd seat opened the bidding with 1 spade. An opponent passes, and now it's your turn to be bidding afterwards. And you saying, Sylvia gave me a guideline. There's never 2 over 1 by passed hand, and there's never 2 over 1 over a club. There is never 2 over 1 in competitive bidding, yes? Here I passed originally, so I'm allowed to be bidding with this hand 2 hearts, okay? So the proper answer with this hand is 2 hearts. Any questions? Are we all good?
I have a question, Sylvia. So you're just saying that in any time a pass, if you're the opener and you passed, then you can go back to the traditional standard bidding.
Because
Okay.
the reason why, because if I had 12 points or 13 points, I would it open. So
Right.
there's never going to be scenario that you're going to have 2 over 1 enough strength for game, okay? So you allowed
Okay.
to be always be bidding if you originally pass, because partner will know you don't have a good hand.
Have 12,
So,
right.
yes.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Problem number 8. I hear so many students saying, Sylvia, I want to be bidding 2 hearts. Don't. Because if you bid 2 hearts, even if you were playing standard, in standard you will promise 10 points, and in 2 over 1 you're promising 12 points, yes? And I don't have enough strength to tell partner we are going to gain. So with this hand, the only bid that it's available for me on this hand, it's unfortunately 1 no trump. It's really not as bad as you're thinking. Because if you're playing 2 over 1, it's even better. And the reason why it's better, because if you're playing 2 over 1, if the auction went 1 spade, 1 no trump, playing 2 over 1, your partner is not allowed to pass you. So if partner now bids 2 clubs, if you bid 2 hearts now, partner will know you have only 6 to 9 points and a 6 card suit. So whenever you insist on your own suit, you better have a 6-card suit. And because you only bid on level 2 now, you promise 6 to 9 points. So going with another guideline for you that you may want to remember, that if you bid 1 no trump forcing, and I will make it bigger for you guys, and partner, let's say, bids 2 clubs. If you ever bid 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, 2 spades, anything below 2 no trump, that will always promise only 6 to 9 points, not the 2 spades. Sorry, you cannot be bidding spades. Oh yeah, 2 spades, 6 to 9 points, that's fine. Now, 1 spade, 1 no trump, 2 clubs. If you bid higher, 2 no trump or higher, you always must promise 10 to 12. Okay? So with 6 to 9 points, you're not allowed to be bidding higher than 2 spades, because 2 no trump or higher will promise 10 to 12.
Sylvia, I have a question.
Yes.
If the opener is 1 spade, right?
Yes.
Then I don't think 2 spades would mean 6 to 9 points. 6 to 9.
It will
Is that
promise,
6 to 9 points?
yes, it still promise 6 to 9, but
It's only
remember
3
in
cards, right?
example, yes, with only 2 card support, because in our example earlier, the one that Colleen corrected me, here if we had 6 to 9 points and 3 card
Yeah.
support, we will bid
Uh-huh.
right away 1 spade, 2 spade, yes? So if we
Yes.
had only 2 card support for partner, and we didn't like the second suit that partner offered us, if we go back now to our partner original suit and we bid now the 2 spades, we promising exactly 6 to 9 points, but we cannot have 3, because if we
Okay.
had 3, we will bid directly 1 spade, 2 spades.
Okay.
So that 2 spades promising exactly 2 cards, okay? Good question, Abby.
Okay.
Okay. Going back, yes?
Sylvia, on
Yes.
the last one, if you had
Mhm.
had 10 to 12, why wouldn't you have gone 1 spade, 2 no trump?
Okay, because 1 spade, 2 no trump, let's review that one too. You're supposed to be playing Jacobi 2 no trump convention, yes? Everybody remembers Jacobi 2 no trump? If you took our lesson, that promised 12 plus points and 4 trumps for partner. So you're unable to be bidding with balanced hand or unbalanced hand. Imagine this is your hand. Your partner opens the bidding with 1 spade. And your hand, it's going to look like that. Bear with me. I will make it bigger because I know some of you cannot see, and I have the same problem. Let's see that this is your hand. Ace, king, 9, 8. You have another king, and you have maybe another jack. This is your hand. And your partner opens the bidding with 1 spade. Now, what would you bid in standard? In standard, you're allowed to be bidding a minor, even with 4 card suit and 10 plus points, yes? But since we all agree that this lesson, it's designed to play 2/1, meaning that you only allowed to be bidding a new suit if you have 12 or more points, yes? I don't have 12 or more points on this hand. I only have 11. So I cannot be bidding 2 no trump because that will play that convention. And since 1 no trump, it's forcing, showing 6 up to bet 12 points, I will first bid 1 no trump. My partner, let's say, bids 2 clubs. And now afterwards, I will bid the 2 no trump, which will promise 10 to 12 points. And I cannot have a lot more Because if I had more points, I could have bid 1 spade, 3 no trump, or I could introduce a new suit on level 2, okay?
Mhm.
Now, somebody asked a question. I will answer that one too.
Yeah, hi Sylvia, it's Keith, not Kevin.
Hi, Keith. Yes.
Just refresh my memory why opener goes to 2 clubs. I'm
We
sure I'm supposed
didn't see, no, we didn't see opener's hand. I was just making up
to.
that opening with
I thought in the worksheet I saw like Jack 10 something of clubs.
that would be
And I just
later
want to
going.
understand-
Yes. I
I
will
want to
show
refresh
that.
my memory on
I will,
what
yeah.
how to
Kevin,
connect.
when
dots
we
there.
go to opener's rebids, I will show you that. Okay.
Thank
So
you.
right now
Thank
we're
you.
doing the responders. And as soon as we're gonna go in here, the rebids by opener, this is where I'm gonna be talking about what Kevin is mentioning, okay? So in this hand, problem number 9, we opened the bidding 1 heart. Partner came back with 1 no trump, which is forcing. I'm not allowed to pass partner, yes? So I have to continue bidding. Here it's easy. I have another suit, so I'm allowed to be bidding 2 clubs. But this is, I think, what Kevin is asking me. Why with this hand, I'm allowed to be bidding potentially 2 clubs? And you probably, some of you gonna say, Sylvia, are you crazy? You will bid with this hand 2 clubs? What's wrong with bidding 2 spades? There are 2 reasons why 2 spades would be completely wrong. In order to
reverse.
bidding 2 spades, yes, it will be the reverse bidding. You have to have 16 or more points. And the reason behind is your partner is denying having 4 spades when they bid 1 no trump, yes? If they had 4 spades over 1 heart, they would bid 1 spade. So them going to 1 no trump, they saying they don't have 4 spades. So when would I be bidding 2 spades? I need to have a lot points, so 16 or more points in order to do the reverse bidding. Since I don't have 16 points and my partner forced me by bidding 1 no trump to bid again, process of elimination, I have to be bidding my second best suit. So I can only be bidding the clubs because I cannot be mentioning spades because that would be against the rules because that will promise 16 or more points. So with this hand, Kevin, I have to be bidding, Keith, not Kevin, I have to be bidding 2 clubs. And 2 clubs over 1 no trump, in standard, you're allowed to pass. In playing 2 over 1, since 1 no trump is forcing, you're not able to be passing. So you have to sometimes be bidding even with 3 or even sometimes with 2 card suit. It's something very uncomfortable, especially for newer players that playing 2 over 1, okay? So 2 clubs would be the right answer.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Then what happens afterwards, Sylvia? What's the
We-
next bid?
That's another day. Today, we're already confused enough. We don't need to go farther. Okay, Virginia?
I'm not confused, Sylvia, but I am confused if you don't tell me what the next bid is, though. Serious.
Do you remember what I showed you in here? That if we had more points, yes? So let's say the auction went 1 spade, 1 no trump, 2 clubs. If we only had 6 to 9 points, we're not allowed to go higher than 2 no trump. So we either gonna go back to 2 spades if we have 2 card suit. We can then pass with 6 to 9 points. We can also be bidding 2 diamonds that promise again 6 to 9 points, yes? But if you insist on your suit, you're supposed to have a 6 card suit. And if you had more points, you could bid 2 no trump up over that, 10 to 12. You could jump to 3 hearts. You can bid 3 spades. All depends how many points you have. Is that explained, Virginia? Okay, I see your thumbs
Yes,
up.
thank you. Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Okay. Problem number 11. some of you will say 2 spades, and some of you may say 2 hearts. Now, my personal opinion, if you can, anytime you can show partner a lower ranking suit, you'll be better off bidding 2 hearts than repeating the spades. And the reason why is, if you bid 2 hearts, major has to be always 4 or longer. So if you bid spades and then hearts, your partner will know that first suit has to be 5 and second suit you promising 4. So now out of 13 cards, they know 9 cards between you and your partner, yes? Versus if you repeat the spades, you only promising how many spades? 6. So now partner knows out of 13, only 6 cards. Now, let's go back to our original sheet, this one. 1 spade, 1 no trump. If you bid 2 hearts, if partner now bids 2 spades, you know they don't have 3 spades, because if they had 3 spades right away, guess what they will bid? 1 spade, 2 spades. So now when partner bids 2 spades, you know they have 6 to 9 with exactly 2 cards, okay? And you can still find out about your 8-card bid. And if for some reason your partner really didn't like spades, but they like hearts, now they can pass you. So you will always be better off showing your second suit if you can, as long as your second suit it's lower rank, not the higher one. Because if you have higher ranking suit, you have to remember about the point count restriction that you're going to be reversing, and you need to have 16 or more points. Okay, so here I like to be bidding 2 cards. Problem number 12. 1 heart pass, 1 no trump. I have 16 points, yes? Even that I know my partner doesn't have a 4 card in spades, I will still be bidding 2 spades. It's not because I want to play in spades. It is to tell my partner I am unbalanced with 16 or more points, okay? And the reason why also, don't forget that this 1 no trump playing in 2/1, it's not 6 to 9. The 2/1, 1 no trump forcing, it's 6 up to bet 12. So you need to tell partner that you have 16 or more points so you don't miss the game. So the 2 spades now, it's allowed bid with this hand, but you're not allowed to be bidding with the previous one, because in the previous one, you only had 13 points. And in order to do the reverse, we need to have 16 or more points. Now, some of you might not be familiar with the reverse auction. If you ever want to read more about reverses, if you go under free evaluation, and all of those topics are listed for you for free. So if you click on the reverse, you should be able to see the notes on reverses. And I listed 10 possible reverse auction. If you look at them closely, they will have always second suit, it's always going to be higher than what you open, okay? So those are the reverse auction. And you can take a quiz. I think there is a quiz at the end, and you can see how well you do. You submit the answers, and you will get an answers later for you, emailed to you, okay? Now, let's go back to our next problem. Problem 13, 1 spade, 1 no trump. I hear so many times students want to tell me that the right bid is 2 spades. It's not correct to be bidding 2 spades because I have too many points. So with this hand, I have to jump to 3 spades because 3 spades, it's promising 15 to 17 high card points. If I only bid 2 spades, that will promise only 12 to 14. So proper answer is 3 spades and not 2. And that promising 15 to 17 points. And because I repeated my suit, I have to have a 6-card suit. So don't forget doing this is the right answer. This is not the right answer. On the next example,
Sylvia, could I just ask one question?
yes,
I thought in 2/1 you didn't jump, but not with one no trump forcing?
yes, you can jump over
Well, if you,
one
the answer's no,
more.
yeah,
Correct.
then you can jump. And okay,
Mhm.
thank you.
Then you don't, yes. Since it was one no trump forcing here, I have how many points? 18. So the proper answer here is 2 no trump. It's inviting partner. It shows partner I have good 17, 18 points, but I don't have a good suit. So if your hand is balanced, you don't have to be bidding 2 clubs. If you have like really good hand, 17, 18 points, okay? And problem number 15. Look what a great hand I gave you guys. On this hand, I gave you guys 7, 10, 19 points. Who will remember that on this hand, the right answer is 3 hearts? Again, we can jump because it's over 1 no trump. And that bid in bridge, it's called strong jump shift. Whenever opener jumps not to the same suit and they jump to a new suit, that, by the way, it's a game forcing hand. It's promising 19 or more points and says to partner, we are going to game. I know, partner, you have 6 or more points. You might be bidding either 4 spades, you might be bidding 4 hearts, you might be bidding 3 no trump, but you have to get to game. You're not allowed to pass me. Now, if you remember reverses were forced for 1 round, okay? Game forcing and, strong jump shift are forcing to game, okay? Those are different. You also, so this is a game forcing, okay?
Sylvia,
about-
if you only had 18 points with that hand,
Okay,
what would you bid?
I might bid
Would you,
2 diamonds, I might bid 2 no trump and lie about to my partner. You have to sometimes use your judgment, okay? And you're gonna say, what is the best description? Like if my points are, maybe I have singlet on ace, then I would bid for sure 2 no trump, yes? If I have this hand,
they really need 19 points to do that.
yeah, because you're taking so much
Strong
room
shift.
from jumping, by jumping, okay? So if I
Okay.
have fewer points and I have 4 hearts, I would just be bidding 2 hearts. 2 hearts will promise 12 to 18 points, okay? Next hand, 1 spade, pass 2 hearts. And now I'm doing the opener's rebid, yes, again. Since 2 hearts guarantees 5-card heart suit, not 4, 5 because it's a major. Now, and the 2 heart is game forcing. I have extra values. So I can bid with this hand 3 hearts. And the 3 hearts, it's not closing out. The 3 hearts says, partner, I am looking now potentially for a slam. I know we're gonna go to game, but because I did not close the auction, I'm looking potentially for a slam. If you have minimum, just pass me. But if your hand is better, you can now continue bidding. You can start showing controls. You can ask me for aces, and then we will be fine, okay? So if you remember, 2 hearts guarantee 5 and 12 plus points. That's why you can be bidding slowly. Now, do not bid slowly when your partner bid the same suit. 1 spade, 2 spades. you just go right away to 4 spades because 2 spades was not again forcing, yes? The 2 spades were showing 6 to 9 points. So the proper answer here is 4 spades. Okay? And our finale, 1 spade pass 1 no trump. And now with this hand, I cannot pass. I cannot be bidding hearts. So I'm picking my longer minor. And the longer minor is diamonds. So the right answer here is 2 diamonds. Are we good? All
What
right.
was Sylvia, what was the answer? It's number 17.
Number 17, I will bid 4 spades.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome, because partner promised me 6 to 9 and 3 cards support. So I know with my hand, I have now 19 points. So we have enough strength for game, okay?
Thank you.
How confusing was it, or it's not as bad as you thought?
No, it was good.
Oh, it was good? Okay. So I will stop recording.